Welcome back to Carolina Saltwater Living, y'all. We used a new ramp this morning, and even though it took us about, what, 20 minutes to get to the ramp, y'all, it was just so much easier. Plenty of parking, and not as narrow as the one we've been using. So, getting ready to head out through the inlet and see if we can troll for some Spanish mackerel this morning. Water temp 68.9. Perfect for Spanish mackerel. Guys, thanks for stopping in. Let's have a little bit of fun today. All right, you're in charge of the wheel. Keep us, you see these lines?
Yeah.
Keep us in between these tracks. Those are the tracks that we made the other day. See how the water's breaking over there? It's shallow. This is where we want to be, along that green line, anywhere up through there. Let me find the tackle box. Go ahead and get the planers out, and then I'll get the long rods. Back us off where we're at. We're good. We're good. You may have to back us off in a minute. Little teeny Clark spoons. Any kind of spoon will work, y'all, for Spanish, but that's what I've always used. Oh, look at all these fish, and here I am struggling to get stuff out.
Yeah, that's a good school of fish.
Hope you're learning something. Get it? School.
Yeah. Funny.
The mosquitoes are eating me alive.
We have bug spray.
But we don't have it here. That was not good thinking on our parts.
No. Two more big piles of fish and you're still back.
I'm hurrying. Hard to beat. First mate, captain, fish cleaner. Now I'll take over and you can go back here and watch the rods. We are tracking in about 30 feet of water, between 25 and 30. There's some birds out here, there's some bait showing up, there's a whole lot of jellyfish. But it's pretty slick and calm right now. And it's not early, y'all, it's about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. We got a late start operating on banker's hours, but got 4 rods out, a 2-ounce trolling weight on the long line, about 100 foot back, a 1.5 ounce with a chartreuse and silver spoon, about the same distance, and then 2 planers running about 10 feet under the boat here. So with 25 foot leaders with Clark spoons, a gold and a silver. Run both of those until we see what's biting, if anything. And then hopefully we'll have some fish to fry pretty soon. Bring that fish in. Come on. Looks like a small Spanish. I think we'll have to throw him back. But that's the first catch of the morning. We've been fishing for what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, maybe.
You can, I'll hold it for you. There you go, hand line him in.
Well, you're holding it up.
Up and over.
Yep.
Come around here, let's get a look at you. Yeah, he's a baby, we're gonna throw him back. Here, hold him up higher so I can get him in the camera. First Spanish mackerel you have ever caught.
Yep.
Cool. Right there. That's what the Spanish are eating. These little old teeny minnows. So that's perfect for the spoons. Same thing, mimics it. All right, let's catch a bigger one. No seams are getting it. There you go, there you go. Hand line him in. I believe it's gonna be a keeper. It's gonna be close. Pull all your line in with it. There you go, there you go. Up. He might be legal, but we want him to get bigger, don't we?
Yeah.
That's a good job. Number 2 for the boss coming in.
3.
3, number 3?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if he's still on there. Oh yeah, I see silver down there. I see it. Bring him on in. We need some, still a small one. We need the babies. We need the big ones. You come off? There we go.
Little baby.
Look at there. We're having fun anyhow, right?
Yeah.
All right, Lisa's a professional fisherwoman. What have you caught so far?
3 Spanish mackerel.
3 what?
Spanish mackerel.
Can you say that in Spanish?
No.
Spanish?
I can say
Mackerel, that's the deal?
There we go.
Baby.
Maybe.
All right. We've run over tons of fish, bait balls. We're just working the coastline, y'all, having a blast, calling for storms maybe this afternoon. So we'll fish 2 or 3, 4 hours. We see sea conditions starting to change, we'll head in. But we're fishing a falling tide right now, and it's really good. I enjoy it. It's flat out here. If it weren't flat, we wouldn't be out here. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Oh, that's good. Put it in the rod holder. Look at that. 5-foot rod works perfect for you. Really neat. We need some keepers now. Don't let him get in the motor.
I'm trying not to.
There you go. Another Spanish.
Another little Spanish.
Well, he's legal, but we want bigger ones like the other day. Back in the water with the jellyfish. He took off like a rocket. Let's get this planer back here. I'm going to show you how I do this, in case you've never done it before. I know a lot of people have. Got my bait out.
Oh wait, it's around me.
Wrapping around Lisa. You want to be bait?
No, I don't.
I've got about a 25-foot lead on there. That's the #1 planer. And what I do, as soon as it catches, all right, it's caught. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What's over there? 12. That's going to put us in about 12 feet water column, 12-foot water column. We get back on line here. A lot of bait coming up, a lot of fish down here, so we're going to get hooked up again. I guarantee it.
No, you can't catch the bigger one. Just saying.
There's a plastic bag.
I know. Oh,
Look at there.
look.
That's a keeper.
Of course.
I tell you, if you want bigger, look, if you want bigger fish, you got to think bigger fish. He's big enough to keep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We ain't going home without anything. Let me just throw him on the. Oh yeah, he's well over. Got to go to the fork. He's 14 inches. In the ice he goes. That's good. Let me get this line back out now and I'll gill him. Let's use a fish slayer.
Of little ones.
Little ones. Bring him in anyhow. Look at that little Spanish. Alright, let me get him off and throw him back. I think it might be a decent one. If you were to wind it up on your hand.
You want me to keep it out of the motor or wrap it around?
There you go. Bring it in. Little.
Another little one.
There you go.
Take off.
On silver. On the planer. Oh. Good thing I got him in.
Barely got it.
Because my line come loose. Need to be, let me measure. He's a keeper, we're keeping him.
I can't do it like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a nice one. Hey!
Look at that. Okay. How's it feel to have the big fish so far?
I'm not gonna gloat because then you'll end up catching like a monster one.
I'd like to have about a 3-pounder. That was a good one she just caught. That's the biggest fish today. About as big as the one we caught out here the first time.
I think it's a little bigger than the first one.
I'm sure it is. It's a little bit bigger. We'll see if we can catch a few more. Get the boat turned around, going back through that same track. We'll see if we can pick them back up. All right, man, light it in.
Honey, I like
You can do it. You can do it. It's like a small one.
I don't know.
Bring him on in.
I'm
That's a
fine.
good one. Oh, you didn't catch it.
I did catch it.
No, it got off. That means you didn't catch it.
I had it. I lost it.
You lost it. All right, let me get it back out there. We know where the fish are. Couple of ospreys are circling us. They came by, hopefully you can see it on the video, and unbeknownst to me, Lisa goes to waving. I'm pretty sure she gave the universal SOS symbol, because now they're just circling us. I guess we're the only boat in the water out here right now, so maybe we make a good target.
I guess.
Or they're zooming in on you and they're like, let's get a closer look at that gal. Either way, pretty cool to see them. Hadn't caught one in the last few minutes. Make another pass or two. And
There's a good pocket. We're getting ready to cross a good pocket.
there's fish everywhere. It's just getting them to bite the hook. Switched over to gold on the planers. That's what they were hitting on there. So we got 3 nice ones in the cooler. We've thrown back at least 6 or 7. I'd like to go home with about a half a dozen, but we'll take whatever we can get. On there?
Yeah.
Good. Bring him in, nice and easy.
Get him in.
Okay, bring him in. A little Spanish. You're killing me. You've done called in the entire military.
I was just waving.
You're here. I can't hear you. What?
I said I was just waving.
You were just what? Just waving, being friendly?
I waved one time. I said maybe they're after you because you're filming.
Not a secret mission. Lisa's saying it's a secret mission. Maybe they're after me because I'm filming. They're just pulling maneuvers. I love watching them do that. So long as it's ours, I like seeing it. If it weren't ours, we'd be getting on the dock pretty quick. We're gonna keep on, y'all. We've caught several fish. It's almost low tide. We'll let these guys that have been out on the reef get in the inlet and out of the water, and we'll just hang out here for a little while. See if we can catch just one more.
That's what we keep saying. It's just one more.
Just one more, y'all. Just one more. Let me show off today's catch. 3 legal Spanish. We were catching them all, y'all. They were all about this size. We threw back probably 10 and kept the 3 best ones. I will fillet these up. Right now they're gonna stay on ice while we clean the boat up. And I'm gonna show you the boat one more time in the daylight. But y'all, these are some of my favorite fish. They're easy to catch, they're fun to catch. Easy for anybody to do if you got a boat and control. You can catch them off the pier if you want to. And they're good eats, y'all. They're a little bit fishier than a flounder, but they're still not fishy, if that makes any sense. A little bit more firm and a little darker meat. I actually prefer them over flounder. And I may cut some up here, put a little lime juice on them, and eat some sushi here at the end for you. There she is, 22-foot KenCraft Bayrider skiff. 2260 is the model number. Y'all, it is deep, deeper than most skiffs. It's got those 3 ribs underneath that just really make it track really good in the water. 150 on the back, and it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect, even coming back through the inlet when the tide was pushing out a bit. I didn't have to give it but about half throttle to come through, as it was actually pushing water out. So it's always a challenge coming back in, but this thing does it. Nice straight lines on this boat, nice rub rail stainless on it, plenty of deck space. Y'all look at this. We're gonna get a bean bag up here so that Lisa, when we're just cruising, can kind of lay out on it and have fun, but relax. Plenty of rod storage inside the gunnels, as well as you got 4 rocket launchers here on the back of the lean-to. You got 6 more up top, and we were running 2 rods up there on the outside, 9-foot rods. And then looking at the console here, y'all, there's a 12-inch flush mount Garmin. Plenty of storage on that console, plenty of storage on the inside of it, along with your electronics box up top, which we've got safety equipment up there, first aid, stuff like that, stuff that we want at head height to reach easy for me. Toilet paper, stuff like that. It does have a stereo. We ran it for just a little bit today, but I'll be honest, when we're out there on the water, we don't really do that much. That's more for maybe if you're sandbarring, but it was on here, so it came with the boat. And matter of fact, I think that's standard on this boat, so unless you order one specifically without it, it's going to come with it. We are tickled pink with this boat, y'all. The T-top, I'm so glad that I let Lisa talk me into getting it, because it kept the sun off of me. We fished for 3.5 hours trolling. We caught 10 or 12 fish, kept the 3 best. And y'all, honestly, no more gas than we burned. If I went down here to the fish market, I would pay for these Spanish right now, once they're, the shrimp trawlers are netting them. I would pay, I think the last I looked down there, they're starting to get some in, was about $12 or $15 a pound. So I came home with the time I fillet them, probably a pound. That paid for our gas. We didn't burn much fuel. This thing is getting almost 9 miles to the gallon, trolling at 6.5 miles an hour. Y'all, that ain't bad at all. And the ramp that we used today, thank God for that ramp, because the one we've been using that's closer to us and that I used to use many years ago, it is just tight, narrow, the current's horrible. This one here on the intercoastal we used today, it was easy peasy, in and out, and 2 lanes of traffic, plenty of parking, so happy with that. Hopefully North Carolina gets some more built down here closer to Holden where we're at, so we don't have to drive 20 minutes to a ramp. If we do, we do, no big deal. This is a fantastic boat. If you're living at the coast, don't be landlocked. You need a boat. if you're going to have this lifestyle, if you can manage it yourself, you can manage this. One person could manage this 22-foot boat if you really needed to, but Lisa does a great job of helping me with that, and I'm never going to be fishing unless it's with her or somebody else, so we work as a team to do that. I'm gonna put Lisa to work washing and detailing the boat. You don't mind it, do you? Not at all. She's just happy to have something to get on the water. And then when we get done with this, y'all, I'll fillet these fish, and I'll cut a couple of pieces of sushi and throw a little soy sauce on them, and we'll see what it tastes like. Fresh out of the ocean, caught today.
You can have it, not me.
I'll eat it. I can't taste anyway, so I'll probably be like, yeah, it's great. Cleaning up the boat is work, but fishing sure is fun. Lisa did all the washing. I waxed.
Really?
Need to sharpen the fillet knife. We use one of these work sharps. Not sponsored. Not plugging it. Just telling you it works. I've had it for years. Lisa got it for me, and it's so easy.
Your mother-in-law.
My mother-in-law got it for me. Thank you, mother-in-law. But it's so easy to use. Just run it through 3 or 4 times. Hit it on this stone with a ceramic on the side. Kind of roll the edges in. We're ready to fillet fish and eat some sushi. All right, I'm gonna take the smallest of these 3 Spanish, and this is one that Lisa caught. I think I caught the biggest one.
No, I caught the biggest one. Get your story straight.
And I'm going to fillet it. Watch here. They're so easy to fillet. Get down there on the spine. Take it to the end. I'll go ahead and cut it off. Set that back in there. I gilled them so there is no blood left in here. Notice that darker meat right there? That's what makes this unique. Now I get down here on the skin side. Good sharp knife. Sharpish knife. Probably could have done it a little bit different. I mean, a little, probably could have done it a little bit longer, but look, there's a bloodline right there. I'll end up taking that out, along with, there's a few pin bones right here in the center. I take that center cut out, get those bones out of there. Now we've got a fillet. No bones there, no bones there. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this piece and I'll cut it nice and thin. I am no sushi chef, but this is raw fish and we're going to have sushi. All right, a little bit of soy sauce. I'm going to take the biggest piece here. Watch. Good texture, y'all. Don't be scared of eating sushi. That soy sauce gives it the salt you need. And that fresh fish. It's got a firm texture. And when I was a kid, I would not eat this. I think the older I've gotten, the more I am willing to try new things. But this is so good. Guys, thanks for stopping in here at Carolina Saltwater Living. We took you fishing. We made you sushi. Y'all have a good day and a great week. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise too high. We will see you on the next one.